Alright, hey guys, one more video for today. So I don't talk much about the Storm franchise that much on my channel simply because I think I've gotten more into competitive fighting games, as that's kind of what I want to focus on and start competing in tournaments. Different commentary for another day. Anyways, I wanted to talk about Storm 4 having the potential to be a quote-unquote competitive game. Now, I think that this is an interesting topic because there are some games that don't look like they should be competitive that are competitive, and the key example of this is Marvel vs. Capcom. Now, if you look at Marvel vs. Capcom, um, I didn't really look that much into it until I started actually playing it. And the meta game for this game is ridiculous. Now, of course, I'm not very good at this game, and I still need, like, I got my combos down, I got the execution, but the mind games, the whole beam spammy, taking up the screen, the heavy emphasis on assists, making your way past assists, developing strategies in games to adapt to your opponent, is something that I think is one of the most challenging things, especially in fighting games. But then again, that's why we play them, because we like to dissect them all the way down to the frames about why they made the decision that they did and how to get that same reaction out of them to punish it. So when I think about Storm, there are some things that I think that need to change, and these aren't like things that they can put into the game right now, but I think that they should be able to do in the long term. So the first thing I think they should do is definitely the game will come out broken. Now, by broken, I don't mean like it's gonna like crash repetitively, or the frames are gonna dip. Yes, I do think the frames will dip, but if they want their game to be competitive, optimize the game to the point where no matter how many people, no matter what map you're on, no matter what jutsu you're using, no matter what awakening you have, no matter what support you call in, make the frame rate, lock it at 60, and don't have to be any other way. And you probably want to release frame data to a Storm game, which sounds stupid, but some people will probably break that down. Because especially in Storm, where a game like the first hit is so important, starting a combo, and you can obviously make mind games. Because I'm gonna be honest, I was writing off Storm as a game that you really can't play competitive, but until I started playing with my friend Thirsty the other day, and we actually slowly got really into it. And at first I was warming up, I didn't get used to the lag because that game does not have the best netcode. It was rough at first, I'll be honest, but over time, when our meta game really started to evolve, and he started to do more and more to adapt how I play, and I did more and more to adapt, have mix-ups, and combo into grabs and cancel into grabs and stuff like that, I was having more and more fun. Now, a game that I think that should have been played maybe a little bit more might have been Generations. Now, Generations was straight up broken, but also the fact that you could sidestep out of everything, and that the movement was so freeing, and that you didn't feel as slow as you did in Storm 3. I felt like the game really was a form of expression that really was not, I really did not feel in the other games, which is really interesting to say, only because I really do not think that much of the Storm games, because I think that they're very casualized games, as they should be, because they're just fun, casual games to play. But if they want to bring the game up to the next level, to a competitive level, because they even said that they wanted this game to be at EVO, you're going to have to fix your netcode, because online is a huge aspect of bringing the community together. You're going to need to patch the games, you're going to need to listen to your community. Keeping a competitive scene going is a very challenging thing to do, and thanks to Mad Catz, Capcom, and a bunch of other sponsors that I know I'm not giving enough credit to right now, they keep the Street Fighter scene alive, they keep the Marvel vs. Capcom scene alive. Capcom, not as much, because they're Disney and all that fun stuff. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts about Storm being a competitive game. It has a long way to go, and the game will need to change, as in it will need more balances. Another thing that I think that will disrupt the flow of games is, I'm not sure if this is in Revolution, because I didn't really buy Revolution, but it's what am I thinking about? Oh yeah, the fact that you can call in assists during your combos. So assists can help extend your combos, as we see in a lot of Marvel vs. Capcom. And I think if you time it right, you can probably get the assists down to extend your combos. And Storm to like combo and ultra, and also comboing and ultras is incredibly easy. But Storm 4 seems to be slightly more balanced, but we will never know, because the only demo we have is a boss battle, which is probably the first or like the third or second boss battle that we will get in the game, as we did for Storm 3. So they're gonna have to make a lot of changes. I'm not sure if they understand what it means to make a competitive game like Street Fighter, Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue, Marvel, Mortal Kombat, King of Fighters, stuff like that. So I don't know. I think it's an interesting topic. I think it is possible, but they're going to have to put in a lot of time and dedication to make a balanced game, because making a balanced game is very challenging to do, and especially from the different gameplay mechanics that they've introduced, to the many assists, locking the frame rate, keeping in contact with your players, growing the scene, maintaining it, getting sponsors involved. It's a hard thing to do. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today on Storm 4 being played competitively, and maybe even at Evo next year, which, oh, can you imagine seeing a Storm game at Evo? Anyways, to wrap this up, I do think Storm has the potential. I originally did not think that this game had the potential to be competitive, but the more and more I play with Larency, and the more and more I play online against other people, I see a brighter and brighter future for this game to be competitive. However, I am not going to be super optimistic, because there is a lot of work to do behind the game. So tell me what you guys think about Storm being played competitively, and have a good one.